Hey everyone, my name is Jamie Lee. Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching this video today. Now today we are going to be going through a big haul and review of some pieces from Dynamite. If you haven't heard of Dynamite before, they are a clothing company based in Canada. I believe they were actually started in the Montreal area but have now kind of spread across Canada. They have a lot of stores in shopping malls, and then also they do a lot of online shopping as well. They have basically two different brands. So they have their Garage brand, which I would say is more geared towards like preteens. I would say people in like the older areas of elementary school into like high school. And then they have Dynamite, which I would say is a lot more geared towards like young professionals, maybe people in university as well, looking for like nicer, smarter pieces to wear, or like a lot of elevated business casual pieces that are still trendy. I have been shopping at Dynamite forever. I find that I don't tend to review their stuff as much because they are really a Canadian brand. I know that right now they do only ship to Canada and the US, so other countries can't order their stuff right now. However, I do always recommend, if you're somebody who sees a piece of clothing or sees an online store that you really like and they don't ship to your country, always send them an email and just let them know that you're interested and what country you're from. A lot of times it can be hard for companies to kind of gauge demand, but if they see that they are getting a lot of customers reaching out to them directly saying like, hey, I would love if you could ship to the UK or to Mexico, a lot of times that helps them make those decisions. I would consider Dynamite to be kind of like a lower cost retailer. They do generally provide things between the prices of like $20 and $60 Canadian. They do sell things that are much more expensive. Now they've started kind of carrying other brands of things as well. So they have some very luxury things like 437 bathing suits and some other like pretty big Canadian brands. They will sell them through their online store. But generally speaking, most items are under the $60 mark unless you're looking at like a fancy winter coat or something. Now, in terms of sizing, I find that Dynamite's clothes runs pretty true to size. I usually wear a size small in tops. I get a small in all tops, bodysuits, and dresses at Dynamite, and I find that they fit perfectly. I'm usually either a size 4 or 6 in pants. I tend to go for a 6 in most Dynamite pants because they are typically dressier pants that don't have as much stretch, and I don't want them to be too tight. So I generally get a 6 or a medium in all of their pants. Now, if you do have any other questions about Dynamite, leave them in the comments down below. I would love to answer them for you. And let's get into talking about the clothes with this little mesh bodysuit up first. So this is a bodysuit. It is made completely out of like a light blue leopard print mesh, which is layered over top of a white, just plain white bodice. It does have the little fake bra cups at the top. There's no underwire or anything. There's just a little line that kind of like shows you. And it does make it look like it has an underwire or something. It doesn't. I am not wearing this with a bra or anything, and I don't find that I need any additional support. I feel like it fits really well. It looks great. But if you did have a bigger chest, you might want to consider wearing either a bra or like a set of sticky boobs just to offer you like a bit more support. Now, the straps are adjustable, which is nice, but I find the slider is very cheap on this, which it wasn't an expensive bodysuit. In the end, I think I ended up paying like well under $20 for it. The fact that it's a little bit cheap doesn't necessarily surprise me, but the sliders definitely will tend to get looser through the day if you were wearing this for a long time or out dancing or something. Now, this is a thong cut bottom, but one thing that I notice, and I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but you can definitely see where the seams are is not stretchy at all. versus the rest of this bodysuit is very stretchy. But you'll see even these seams are not stretchy. So where it sits on your body, even though it's a thong, with a dress style pant like this, you can kind of see where it's sitting, even through the pants. So I would be more likely to wear something like this with a thicker pair of denim, where you're not going to be able to see the lines through it. With dress pants, I think it just looks a little bit silly and gives you underwear lines, when that's kind of the point of wearing a bodysuit, is no lines whatsoever. Now let's talk about these pants. So this is a pair of the Dynamite cigarette style pants, which generally, if you're buying a pair of cigarette style pants, what you're looking for is really a nice high waist that kind of hits you at your smallest point. Generally, they'll tend to fit either slightly loose or just fitting around your hips. And then you'll want them to be kind of coming down to your feet, but not skin tight against your legs. So the bottom of these definitely does that job. I really like the way that they kind of taper in at the feet. These are not too long for me, which is amazing. I would be able to wear these with like a small pair of heels or even a cute pair of flats, and it would honestly look okay, which is very surprising as somebody who is only 5'1". I really love the waist part of these pants. It fits really well. Almost no gapping at all in the back, which is very surprising for me. I usually have a ton of gapping, and these are not stretch at all. There's absolutely no stretch in the waistband of these. There is a small amount in the actual pants themselves, which I think is why they look really good on your butt. Now, once again, bear in mind, I do have these lines from where the bodysuit is kind of like digging in, but I still think that these are a really attractive pair of pants that you could wear to work or to like a nice event with a cute top and a blazer, and you would look super put together. Now, the great thing about Dynamite too is they often have extended sizing, so you can get a wider range of sizes, but you can also get tall lengths in most pants. Sometimes petite, but not always. And they do usually carry any pair of pants in a really wide variety of colors and patterns. So this is the checkered pattern for these, but they also had like a regular black, a gray, a taupe, all kinds of other colors as well. But I really, really like them. All right, so this top is also a little bit disappointing to me, and it is just this pretty long, super bright pink cami. I thought that this could be something cute. I love to have like a crazy pop of color in a lot of my work tops, and even just I love to wear little camis underneath a cardigan for a night out. However, I really don't like how this looks. I think that it's very, very boxy. This is a size small. I'm not sure why it fits so big. I'm also very confused about this lace detail at the front. I feel like it just looks kind of like sloppily added, and like it wasn't really meant to be on this top. But this is also like a leopard print. It is like a hot pink, very shiny material with a leopard print on it. It did come very deeply wrinkled, which this is just one of those fabrics that once it gets a deep set wrinkle in it, it takes a long time to come out. So I honestly ordered all of this stuff in like early September, and I'm just reviewing it now, and this wrinkle is still here, which is pretty sad to me. I've had it hanging. I had put it through the dryer. So we'll see if it ever comes out fully or if it just like slowly falls out over time. Now, like I said, this shirt is really long. It's very, very big on me. It does have adjustable straps, so if you needed it to be like a little bit higher, you could for sure do that. And I feel like I would probably tuck this shirt in personally, either into a pair of pants or tucked up into my bra, so that it's like a little bit smaller, because I think with the full length of it, it just looks so big and unmanageable and just not very flattering at all. Now these pants. So these are like the quintessential pants that everybody goes to Dynamite for. They're kind of like a legging style pant that look like dress pants. They have a zipper on one side, and that is how you get them on and off. However, they are very, very stretchy. You could honestly leave this zipper done up and just pull them on if you wanted to. Now, they are very, very high-waisted. They come up super, super high on me, well past my belly button. And I do really like these pants, but I always find that they are a little bit gappy at the back of the waist for me. Now, because they are like a legging style, they do always look pretty good on your butt. However, because they're so high-waisted and they do have a seam at the front, I find that this is a pair of pants that you should wear underwear with. Otherwise, some things might be on display, if you catch my drift. Now, for being only 5'1", these pants also do fit me pretty well in terms of length. And I would probably have to wear a heel with this one just because it is like that little bit longer than the last pair. However, they are very cute, very, very comfortable, and like a great staple pair of leggings. Now, I did also get these leggings in a different color. So this is also like a checkered plaid print. However, it has more of like a blue undertone, which might be, once again, a little hard to see on camera, but it is like a blue, white, and black plaid. I think it's really cute. I have got a lot of navy-ish and bluish work tops that I think would look great with those. And of course, they have loads of other colors and styles as well. All right, now last but certainly not least, we have a dress that I got a lot of questions about when I wore it to a friend's wedding a couple of weekends ago. And it was from Dynamite, and I think a lot of people were really surprised. It looks a lot more expensive than it was. I got this dress on sale, and I initially wasn't going to pick it up at all. I find I sometimes have problems with Dynamite's dresses being either like way too long or too short, but I decided that I would, you know, give this one a try, and I'm so happy that I did. So let me back up and we'll just show you the full dress. But it is pretty long. It has kind of like this slight flare hem at the bottom that I think just makes it look so perfect and ready for dancing or going out. The perfect wedding dress for kind of going and dancing, which obviously we can't do right now because of COVID, but someday we'll be back to it. Now, the dress is super, super silky soft. It feels amazing when you're wearing it. It feels great on your skin. It's not super clingy, so like you'll see if I stand to the side, like it's not sticking to my skin at all, so it wouldn't make you feel uncomfortable or anything. It also feels very lightweight, so if you were going to wear it to like a hotter wedding, something in the summer, something where you're going to be indoors, like in a church or something with no air conditioning, you could definitely get away with wearing this and feel very comfortable. Now, the straps are these thicker straps, and they are adjustable at the back, which obviously will make this dress a lot more wearable to more people, which is great. One thing that I do have to caution if anybody is considering getting this dress for anything, it is not stretch. There's no stretch whatsoever. It is just like a nice satiny material. If you find that you have like much bigger hips or much bigger boobs, I would recommend sizing up. Then the only downside might be that you'll get kind of like loose in the middle. One thing to note about this dress, something that I noticed while I was personally wearing it, is if you are eating dinner or something, you will definitely be able to see like your little food baby in this dress. For me personally, I would combat that by wearing a pair of like short Spanx or something. Then you also don't have to worry about your thighs rubbing together or anything. But of course, totally optional. We all have stomachs. They all expand when we eat. It's not a big mystery. Now, for a wedding, I personally paired this dress with all gold jewelry, wore a really cute pair of nude heels, and then had a nice nude colored handbag. But there are a million different ways you could dress this up and make it look fancier or more casual. And I think even with like a cardigan over top of this, it still looks very cute, very feminine. And like I said, the bottom of this dress is really what sells it for me. This kind of flowy, ruffly part really makes it cute and interesting and more than just another maxi dress. Now, that is everything that I bought from Dynamite this time. I own so much clothes from them. It's not even funny. I especially seem to gravitate towards them in the fall. I think just because they have so many really cute, interesting leggings. They always have a lot of great jackets and turtlenecks. They especially are good for basics. So if you do live in Canada or the US and you're looking for lots of like basic neutrals or lots of just like solid color turtlenecks, sweaters, camis, t-shirts, they're a great go-to place for that. The quality, I would say, really depends item to item, but I would say in general has gone down over the years. I used to find that my t-shirts from Dynamite would last literally like 10 years. Now I feel like maybe they'll last a year, which the price obviously plays into that. They're not the most expensive. And I think now that they're starting to diversify and kind of move into some of the more luxe pieces and offer like some of their items at a higher price point, I think that will help them in the future and help them offer more high quality things while also staying true to their inexpensive basics that they've always offered. Now, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and also be sure to hit the big red subscribe button found down below to see more videos from me. You can also hit the bell notification button while you're down there to be notified when I post. I usually put out a new video every single week, and this way you'll never miss another video. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it so much. I love talking to you guys in the comments and learning where you're from, talking about what your favorite clothing places are. And as always, let me know if there's something you want to see. If there's like that online store that you keep hearing about, but you're not sure if it's a scam. If there's some place that you've heard their clothing fits really weird and not true to size and you just want to know before you place your order, I am happy to be your guinea pig. Just let me know down in the comments or send me a DM on Instagram. Now, I hope that you guys had a wonderful Canadian Thanksgiving if you're Canadian, or a wonderful weekend if you're not, and I also hope that I will see you next week. Bye!